Hi, in this video you are going to see how to convert given a push down automata to context free grammar. So as you all remember that this is to prove that PDA and CFG are equivalent. Already in the previous video we have converted the context free grammar to PDA. So in this presentation you are going to see how to convert the given PDA to context free grammar. So here the input is the pushdown automaton. As you all know that the pushdown automaton consists of some 7 components. So here for this conversion, as the set of accepting state is immaterial, it means that it is not necessary for the conversion. If it is present also, that is of no problem. So here, since the conversion rule is independent of the set of accepting states, we have given only the 6 components. So the just we'll review what are the 6 components of it. The first one, Q represents the set of states, sigma represents the set of input symbols, capital gamma represents the set of stack symbols. Del, the transition function, gives the flow of the operations of the given PDA. Q not the starting state and Z not the bottom of the stack. So the input for this algorithm is the push down automaton and output is the context free grammar. So here the steps are, there are 2 steps. So in a context free grammar there is a symbol called starting symbol. So in the first step we'll formulate the productions for the starting symbol of the grammar, and in the second step the subsequent productions of the grammars will be formulated. So before proceeding into step 1, we'll assume some few parameters for it. Let PQ be the set of states in PDA, is it not be the bottom of the stack, and Q be the starting state. We'll just make some assumption and these details will be given in the problem itself. So here in the step 1, as you all know that you are going to frame the production for the starting symbol of the grammar. Let S be the starting symbol of the grammar. So here what is given in the assumption, Q is the starting state. So Q, and what is the bottom of the stack, is it not, followed by the set of states present in the PDA. So the set of states are P and Q. The order can be interchanged. It is of no issue. That is, Q is it not P can be written first, followed by Q is it not Q. So Q is it not Q. So here I am repeating again. Here Q represents the starting state of the PDA. Is it not represents the bottom of the stack. This Q and this P represents the set of states present in the PDA. For example, if you have one more state, say R in the PDA, then you will have one more options slash Q is it not R. Why so? So here Q, there Q represents the starting state, is it not represents the bottom of the stack, where Q and P represents the set of states present in the PDA. So this is independent of the transition functions of the PDA. So I am repeating again. In PDA to CFG conversion, the first step is formulating the productions for the starting symbol of the grammar. So we are assuming that S is the starting symbol of the grammar. Followed by, here this represents the production symbol arrow mark. Then, so here one important thing is that all the grammar symbols will be represented or will have this format, that is Q is it not, that is triplet, Q is it not, Q like this. So it depends upon the given problem. So here Q represents the starting state, is it not represents the bottom of the stack. So here as you all see, Q is it not the same for both the options, where it differs only with the third component, say Q and P. So where Q and P represents the set of states in your PD. So that's about the starting symbol of the grammar. So we are assuming that this is the starting symbol. Any symbol can be used for representing the starting symbol of the grammar. The step 2 is that we'll be constructing a context-free grammar for every transition function present in PDA. So let us assume transition of Q comma A comma x is equal to r comma y1 y2 comma yk be the given transition function. So I am repeating again. So in the second step we will be writing the productions for every transition function present in PDA. We'll assume that transition of q comma a comma x is equal to r comma y1 y2 yk be the given transition function. So here the equivalent grammar or a production for this above transition can be written as given below. So q, so which is taken from here, x, which is nothing but the top of the stack. Here rk represents the set of all states present in PDA. So this value has to be repeated for every state present in the PDA, followed by the production symbol and a, which is nothing but a terminal symbol that is given in the transition function, that is input symbol. This a is mapped here, then this r y1. So each symbol present in the right hand side of the production will be written separately. So y1, so here r1 r2 rk, r2 up to rk is nothing but a set of states present in the PDA. So, and one more important point is that if I'm using r1 here, then in the next option it should begin with the same state, right? So this is a general representation. We'll again elaborate the step with an example. So assume this is an example, that is a PDA which we want to convert into a context-free grammar. So what do we understand from this PDA? This PDA consists of two states, say P comma Q. Then the set of input symbols are 0 and 1. And the stack symbols are x comma is it not. The transition function is del. Then Q is the starting state, is it not be the bottom of the stack. And the transition function is defined using the 6 rules. So we'll convert one by one. So as you all know that the step 1 is formulating the starting symbol of the grammar. So as per the instruction, we have assumed that S is the starting symbol. So S tends to, what is the starting state as given in the question? Here they have given that Q is the starting state and is it not as the bottom of the stack. So we'll copy it as such, Q is it not, and what are the set of states present in PDA, Q and P. So we'll repeat this last value for every state present in PDA. So Q, I'm repeating, S is nothing but we have assumed that S is the starting symbol of the context-free grammar that we are going to construct, followed by the production symbol. And in this algorithm, the output of the context-free grammar, that is output of this algorithm, each symbol is made up of a triplet. So one state, then stack symbol followed by another state. So here in the starting symbol, Q is the starting state, is it not as the bottom of the stack, and the third parameter is the set of all states present in the PDA. So here in the given question there are two states, say P and Q. So first I have written it as Q. So if you want to write P here and then you can, if you want to write Q here, it is of no problem. So order is immaterial. So now we have written the starting productions for the starting symbol of the grammar. Now we have to write context free grammar, that is productions for every transition functions present in the question. So here in the given question we have 6 transition function. So for all these 6 transition functions you have to write the equivalent productions of the context free grammar. So here, so Q is it not, so this is nothing but set of all states. So in PDA there are only two states, Q and P. So just I have repeated this for twice. Okay, Q is it not, this Q, then is it not, then this is Q. Even if you want to write P as first, no problem. Then this one, terminal 1, then this Q, X. Similarly, is it not, whatever state you are using here, that should be written here. It should be same. This Q and this Q must be mapping each other. Suppose if I am writing P here, then here it should end with P. So intermediate spaces can be occupied by any of the states present in the PDA. So similarly, here I have filled this intermediate state. I am repeating again. This Q I am copying from the given question. Is it not, from here? You just leave the space empty now. So then 1 Q X. So now I do not know what to fill here. This is it not can be copied from here. So here, as you all know that it is any one state present in the set of states of the PDA. So if I am writing Q here, then it should be copied with Q. So whatever state you write here, it should be same as the state that I'm right here, that lost value. So in between value can be again filled with any of one of the state present in the PDA. Alright, so Q, here I am filling it with Q. So in the next iteration, the same thing, but here I am changing it as P. It means that, so instead of Q, it can also be written as P. So here again, this third parameter is nothing but a set of all states. So initially I have replaced the set of all state with, substituted this set of all state with Q. It can also be written with P. And again, one more thing is that first we can replace with P followed by Q. Thus the order does not matter. So you can replace it in any order. So again, the same thing. Since I'm writing P here, the end also consists of the state P. And similarly, so the main difference between these two productions are the intermediary state. So here it is Q, so I'm replacing that with P. Thus, if the given transition functions consist of two symbols in the right hand side, you will have four different combinations of the context-free grammar productions. And for the second one, similarly, or write for the second one. So here the symbols are XX, so XX, so Q, X. This Q represents any of the states of the PDA. Then 1, this one. Then Q, this Q, X. These two values represents any of the states of the PDA. So whatever you are writing here, that should be used here as per the general rule. And whatever state I am writing in the left hand side of the productions, that is the last symbol, that should be the last symbol in the right hand side of the productions. So similarly, we have written for the remaining combinations. So here we have only one symbol. So QX set of all state. So here we are using Q as the state 0. So here P X. So I don't have one more combinations. So if I have only one symbol in the right hand side, then I will be having only two combinations. So here, since I don't have any other symbol, whatever state I have written here, just I have copied here. Similarly, it is not necessary that it should contain only Q. It can also contain P. So in such a case, so here it ends with P. So if it is epsilon, then I will be getting like this: Q, X, any of the state Q, then this symbol, terminal symbol epsilon, Q, epsilon Q. So this is meaningless and it is not necessary to have like this. So this can be simplified like this. So it is not necessary that it should move only with Q. It can also contain the other states present in the PDA, which is none other than the state P. So it can be simplified like this. Here also we have only one symbol, so I have only two combinations for it. So here I have symbol here, that is 1 1, but I don't have any symbols, so I'll be having only 1. Sorry, wrongly it is written, it is epsilon, it should be 1. So that's it. We have written production symbols for every transition function present in the given PDA. That's it. So if you want, this renaming the symbols can be done. That is, instead of writing like this, you can assign some short symbols and you can rewrite the production like this. That is, instead of A, Q, is it not Q, you can write it as A. Thus, this production S tends to square bracket Q, is it not Q, becomes S tends to A, because we have assumed Q, is it not Q, as A. Similarly, we can assume some symbols for the other values and write in the same format. So that's it. Thus we have converted the PDA to